Hello, my name is Teresa Miller. I have been teaching for 22 years. I teach in Perry County. I teach at R.W. Combs Elementary. We have around 400 to 425 students. I teach special ed, kindergarten, first and second grade, both reading and math. I co-teach and I pull out to my classroom. This is my third year for writing the Innovation Grant. My first year, I chose Art Makes You Smart, and we did art projects. And then the next year, I did Cooking and Learning in the Classroom, and I produced a cooking show. So this year, I decided to do something in my classroom, with just working on reading. In our district, we have started Jan Richardson. I don't know, raise your hands if you all have ever worked with that program before. Yeah. So we, our district, we recently become Perry Promise, and we got lots of money, and we've got a lot of grants for district-wide, and we had trainings, and we've been grouping them and doing the level readers, which I love because instead of teaching to the middle, we break down into groups, and each child, whether they're low, medium, or high, we can do their reading levels. So the problem of practice, of course, starts out with sight words. Pre-primer is before you come to kindergarten, and some kids are ready for that, and some are not, of course, and primer is kindergarten, and then we go first and second grade. And most of the time with my special ed students, not all, but some that has the lower IQs, cannot recognize their alphabet. So a lot of time my learning goal is that. So then we get in this program that I decided on doing, raise your hand if you've done this before, reading A to Z. Okay, do you still do it? Okay, so I decided, I think it was $199, and I did the plus. Because years ago I wrote a grant and I got like a class set of iPads. It's probably been past 5 years, but they're still good. So I will get to use an app, and I won't have to copy all of the books. Plus they get to do it at their home. And then one of the things that I struggle with is the level readers is assessments on Fridays, because the readers are so easy sometimes it's hard to come up with comprehension questions, tests for them. And this reading A to Z does that. So as I said, it was $199, and if you don't get a grant, maybe your school will pay for that for you. And then I got also a laptop. So I haven't even read my notes. But I just felt like that this would be more beneficial for a bunch of students, because like if you go buy like the different Jan Richardson reading sets through Scholastic, it costs so much money, and this is a way, and you can print them off in color also and show them like on your TV or your smart board. And then they have all different levels, and it tells you could go by the Jan Richardson different levels to know what book to choose for them, and it has running records. But this one is called Halloween Houses. And I haven't got to start all this in my class yet. But they call this like a coloring book, so I guess they could take it home and color it. So, and then on the back, which I really like this because it gives you all kinds of extra stuff in your stations that you could do. Like this one's working on the nouns, and it went with the books. Oh, and then also differentiating instruction in your rigor. This would be initial consonants for like a lower group. And then one of our big things too right now, which probably with you all, is working on our vocabulary and putting it in their own terms. And this is all about vocabulary. And then you could do your writing also in your journals. But all of this came from that one little book. Here's little questions. And then our comprehension questions. And they can also do this online, all of this. So, but I just went through, we just finally got all of our stuff purchased. And that way, I will get started soon. So, and how I'm going to measure my success is is I went ahead and I started out with my baseline data by testing all of my students on their sight words and seeing, and then hopefully if I'm in your same group and we meet back in the spring, my students will be able to move up in different levels. And that's it.